Hello and welcome to a live news update. I am Tante Azar. Now the headlines. Biden announces delegation to attend Tinubu'S inauguration. Onanuga says Dangote refinery will end Nigeria's decades of shame. And on the foreign scene, Khartoum relatively calm after week-long ceasefire takes effect. In sports, Flying Eagles coach promises better game against Italy. In entertainment, Hilda Baci opens up on past struggles.
This is Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. The United States President Joe Biden has announced his delegation to attend the inauguration of the President-elect Bola Tinubu on May 29th in Abuja. Biden, in a statement released on the White House website on Monday night, May 22nd, 2023, announced a 9-member delegation for the event. Tinubu will be sworn in as the 16th President of Nigeria at the Eagle Square, Abuja, and no fewer than 65 world leaders, including heads of state, have been invited to grace the event. Biden's delegation will be led by Secretary of the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, Marcia L. Fudge. The statement added that their presence at the inauguration underscores the importance the Biden administration places on bilateral cooperation and engagement with African nations. Reacting to the announcement of the United States presidential delegation to attend the swearing-in of the president-elect on May 29th, some supporters of the All Progressives Congress took to their microblogging platform, Twitter, to celebrate the announcement and also mock supporters of opposition parties. While supporters of Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party said the announcement of the delegation is not an affirmation of Tinubu's victory by the U.S. government. On other stories, Bayo Onanuga, a campaign spokesperson to Nigeria's president-elect Bola Tinubu, has said the establishment of the Dangote refinery will put an end to the country's inability to refine its crude and having to depend on importation. Onanuga stated this in a lengthy post titled "The Foolish Man and His Mega Refinery Complex" via his official Twitter handle on Monday. He also commended the Muhammadu Buhari administration for ensuring that the refinery comes to fruition by ensuring that it was not starved of needed foreign exchange and having a stake in the project. Onanuga describes Dangote as a man of wisdom and a peerless, shrewd investor who sees clearly the bigger picture when his compatriots are concerned about immediate monetary gains. On the foreign scene, relative calm prevailed on Tuesday, the second day of the week-long ceasefire in Sudan, raising hopes of a pause in fighting. After 5 weeks of fierce battles between the army and the paramilitary rapid support forces, the warring factions on Saturday agreed to a 7-day truce that began at 9:45 p.m. GMT on Monday, aimed to allow for the delivery of aid. The ceasefire deal has raised hopes of a pause in a war that has driven nearly 1.1 million people from their homes, including more than 250,000 who have fled to neighboring countries, threatening to destabilize a volatile region. Although fighting has continued through previous ceasefires, this was the first to be formally agreed following negotiations. Shortly before the ceasefire was due to take effect, the RSF released an audio message from its commander, Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, in which he thanked Saudi Arabia and the U.S. but urged his men on to victory. And now in sports. The Flying Eagles head coach Ladan Boso has promised that his squad will perform better against Italy in their second Under-20 World Cup group game on Wednesday. Ladan Boso and his boys defeated the Dominican Republic 2-1 after several squandered chances that fell into the Nigerian side. The Flying Eagles of Nigeria will be guaranteed a place in the next round of the 2023 Under-20 World Cup in Argentina if they beat Italy on Wednesday. The Italy Under-20 national team defeated Brazil 3-2 to start their campaign off on the right foot, which means that the Italian team is the team to beat in Group D. Nigeria's battle with Italy will take place at the Estadio Malvinas Argentinas in Mendoza, Argentina. The game will kick off at 7 p.m. West African time on Wednesday, May 24th. Lastly, in entertainment, Nigerian chef Hilda Baci, who gained popularity following her 100 hours of marathon cooking to surpass the previous Guinness World Record set by an Indian chef, Lata Tondon, in 2019 for the longest time spent by an individual on cooking, has opened up about her past struggles. Speaking during a recent TV interview, the 27-year-old chef narrated that things had not always been smooth for her, but she hopes her story motivates other people not to give up. According to her, at a point in her life, she was homeless, but she didn't give up. Baci narrated further that though she has achieved some things right now, she is not stopping or resting on her oars. And this is all we have for you at this hour. Thanks for watching. Do have a great day ahead.